Actually, our Olympic qualifying cycle starts from July 2023, and above qualification, this is high time we start aiming for a medal now because I think 8:27 is a qualifying mark for the long jump, and two of the long jumpers here, myself and Jaswin, we are way ahead. We have jumped ahead of the qualifying standard multiple times, so it's this point we have to start aiming for a medal, and of course we'll be prioritizing a lot of tournaments like diamond leagues this year because this as you said, it's a pre-Olympic cycle, and the more we get to compete with the top class athletes, that's what we were lacking in the previous years. So if we get to compete with them more regularly in the Diamond League circuits, that will be very crucial, and that's going to be making a huge difference for us in the preparation towards Paris Olympics. And this year I'm sure that we'll be able to compete in more and more Diamond League events. The Diamond League events are scheduled from June, and that will be our main priority apart from the major tournaments like the World Championships, Asian Games, and of course if we get a shot at the Diamond League final, it will be great. I started my season pretty late this time because of the injury I had in the season-ending competition of 2022. I had a hamstring injury in the national games last year. So after my rehab and strength and conditioning, I started my season training a bit late, by the end of November only. And this season being pretty long with the Asian Games, which will happen towards the end of September, we made sure that the foundation for the season have to be made very strong and it has every aspect has to be taken care of very precisely and carefully. So we are focused on building the foundation for this season, and the foundation for season goes well for the next season also, because next season I believe after the transition we will get very less time for preparation because we have World Indoor Championships also, which is happening in 2024. So the foundation for the season has to be very strong. So that's why I decided not to compete so early in this season, and I'll be opening up my season in the first week of April, to be precise on the 10th of April on the Indian Grand Prix. And the domestic competitions here like the Indian Grand Prix even serves as a good preparatory event towards the competitions abroad. So it will be more kind of preparatory competition just to get things started. And if we get a good jumps here, that will be added advantage for us to go out there and compete in the international competitions too. I think jumps being a technical event, we have the advantage of doing very good in the technical event because Anju ma'am has won bronze medal at the World Championships, and she was very close in winning medal at the Olympic Games also. So basically in technical events, we Indians will be able to shine good. And to be very specific, Neeraj Bhaiya's gold medal has caused a kind of domino effect, to be honest, because not just for jumps, but we could see a lot of athletes in other events also coming up and doing really well. Avinash Bhaiya is like one of the best in the world right now, and also in the last World Championship we had like 7 finalists, and at the Commonwealth Games we had 8 medals, and that's the best ever medal tally in the Commonwealth Games which has happened outside India. So that the shift in the mindset, the shift in the perspective of Indian athletes have really been very huge post Neeraj Bhaiya's gold medal. Whenever people ask me like what has really led to the rise of Indian athletics, I always attribute to Neeraj Bhaiya's performance there, because that has removed a kind of mental block. And as I mentioned previously, we ourselves have been discussing our flows, and we are able to figure out our own flows within ourselves. So once we are able to get that right mindset and we are able to figure out what we are going wrong, we just have to figure it out in that particular day, do the best performance and bring the medal. So it's well within our reach. We just have to be mentally there and do our best. I did had plans for doing sports management, but since this is this year and next year being very crucial, my focus will be mainly on my sport itself. But still, when my mom finds me sitting idle scrolling through the Insta feed, my mom just stares at me and says, "Why don't you complete your post-graduation?" Just literally she says that. Every Indian parent ever. But right now my focus is only on my sport, so I've put a break on my studies. Of course, I'm doing some kind of studies when I get some free time to prepare for something in future. So studies are also part of they're also very important and part of my life. So whenever I get time, I used to do some kind of research works on what I want to do after some years. But I'm not taking studies that seriously because Olympic cycle, and I have to give more focus on this right now. Yeah, we are in very much in touch with each other. There's a like very good friendship between us. We never consider ourselves as like any like Conor McGregor versus what is Khabib Nurmagomedov, because we have a very good atmosphere amongst ourselves, and it's a very good camaraderie. Whenever Jaswin jumps good, I support him. Whenever I jump good, he supports me, and that mutual friendship or mutual interaction helps us rise together as a better athletes and better individuals also. Because if you check any of my Instagram posts, you could see Jaswin, Praveen, Abdullah, Eldos, Kati, everyone putting fire, super. So we promote ourselves on a very big extent in Instagram and all the other platforms. So there's a very good friendship and very good bonding between all of us.
Who's better the Instagram game? Who's better?
When it comes to Instagram, like the competition is that who has got better likes, who has got better better
Oh, there
views
is
and
a
stuff.
competition.
So there is a kind of competition. So whenever I get to meet them, so I ask them like, how do you post this? So we make reels with, like, we share the tips regarding making reels, especially with one of our triple jumpers, Karthik. He's very good with camera, so I always ask him like, bro, how should I post it? How should I get the camera like frame right and stuff? So we get I get some good tips from them also. It's a very good atmosphere when we are all together and we talk about a lot of things. It's a great atmosphere. Actually, that Commonwealth Games experience was a bit mentally taxing for me, because I was really in a very good position, at the commendable position at the qualifying round, but at the finals I messed up the first 3 jumps, and it was very important for me to come back and do the next 3 jumps to win the gold. I knew that gold was within the reach, but bringing a medal was more important, and the 4th jump, it was like fouled by the smallest of the margins, and then as I told earlier, it's all about a mental game, so I have to rewrap all the kind of stuff I did. I just to have mentally focus on that particular moment, hit the board rightly and execute the jumble. So that was the only thing that was in my mind, and it was a bit unfortunate that we missed the gold medal, but it's all part of the game. We have to move on, and the next target will be the competitions coming up this year, Asian Games, and then the World Championships, and followed by the Olympic Games. So what happened there won't happen this time again. I will be more precise with my approach, more control over my run approach, and I have to be more technically sound in whatever I am doing. So we have been exploring various things where there is a scope for improvement, and we have been working on that this season, and hopefully that pays off this season.